bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, 1, 2 right here. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Motion. Hayward. Back to the back.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Rush in.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Get ready. Slam.
On first down, Drummond. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for Carolina. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray with a third and long. Cooper's got it. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Drummond looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on second down. Murray. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Murray's pass complete to Jay Sternberger. Touchdown, Baltimore. Graham Gano on 40 extra points.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let it go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take Murray fighting. Lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Check. Watch 54.
First down, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Let's go.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now from Murray. This one caught by Ridley. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
31-yard line.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Shoot.
To throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Right there. 54 pounds.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
The pass there complete to Sutton and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Cup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun to give to Mixon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Jackson now. Operating from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Murray is caught. Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 52.
On third down, Drummond. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Murray now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Spot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
It's caught inside the 25. Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check. Mike, 53. 53. 53.
Operating from the gun. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Jackson now on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. March 56. March 56.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. Check. Lucky.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Cooper was the intended target. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit this stage of the game's second half, no quitting him.
0.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him,